Hi, today I'd like to give you our Japanese first reactions to one of the most controversial news from Japanese entertainment industry. So, one of the most successful and hugely popular animator and illustrator, also manga author, named Hisashi Eguchi. So, has been big trouble for his inappropriate procedure for his artwork, his animation, his illustration artwork. So I'm going to give you our Japanese influencers' comments, opinions posted on the bulletin board discussing this interesting story. So here is the story. So his name is Hisashi Eguchi. He is mid-50s. So he is one of the most successful Japanese illustrator in terms of the illustration business, commercial business, and also he, like I explained, he is one of the most successful manga animator. So, and recently, however, he posted his big mistake on his latest artwork, and which is that he admitted that he stole the original photo from Instagram to make his latest illustration without any permission from the owner of the photo. So he mentioned, actually, he was responsible for have the new iconic image. So he got job offer from one of the exhibition held in Japan, and he was in charge of making the main illustration visual for the event, and with this artwork he had shown the latest his animation illustration, and the illustration shows just a face from the side, from the side view, from just ordinary Japanese woman from the left side of view. And however, he admitted that the model she used asked him if this photo, this illustration was made for her photo or not, because there's no differences between the actual photo and his illustration. So it is obvious that he stole the image without any permission to make his illustration. So he admitted that he made a big mistake to use. I don't know if I should use steal or just use or just borrow. So he mentioned that he intended to borrow her image to make the illustration. However, he didn't mention anything at all. So, and then because of his big success in the past his career, and nobody would believe that he had stolen the original image to make the illustration, because it is common sense that you cannot steal any image and for making any illustration. So it is going to be lawsuit, and if he uses the original image without permission. This is just a simple and a very the common knowledge for the professional illustrators. And what is worse is that in the past he made a comment criticizing the illustrators who actually stole the images, and he said, the tracing some photos from the others you cannot this process. This is actually against the principle of the artwork of the illustration. So he criticized many people, many other amateur illustrators actually stole the image without permission, and even if they just traced the image, however, entire procedure he had criticized. However, it turns out to be that he has done exactly the same thing as the amateur illustrators did, even though he is one of the most successful professional illustrators in Japan. So in the end, many people in Japan actually have been looking at other evidences for his past artwork to compare, to look for the evidence that he may have stolen the original photos without permission again, like he did this time. Maybe he may have done before. So people have been searching the internet everywhere to find other clues and other evidences that he had stolen the photos from Instagram or like open internet. And many people actually have been able to find out that he may have stolen the several photos in the past by using exactly the same photos from the other possessed by others. So even though he actually admitted this time, but he hasn't admitted the past artworks. However, some of them were used for the commercial purpose. For example, some popular, famous, the big major companies had asked him to make the main illustration visual for the new items launch, the new, the promotional thing. And some people found out maybe, he may have stolen the original, and then people actually found out the original photos. And now the companies who asked him to make the main visual has been taking down the images from the public by saying, we are now under investigation. We are now asking the illustrator if he had used the photo without any permission or not. So this actually